This conference will now be recorded.
Alright guys, welcome to the Autodesk Account Overview webinar. My name's Alex Butcher from Advanced Visual Technologies. I'm a sales and technical consultant for Autodesk products here. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. My email address is on the screen and it will be on at the end as well. Or if you want to put them in the comments below as well, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. To get started, on the agenda for today, we're going to have a look at what the Autodesk account is, the customer benefits of the account, and an overview of the in-account actions such as products and services, reporting, users, and billing and orders. So what is the Autodesk account? It's your home for everything Autodesk. It's where you can manage your products, your people, your payments in one easy to use place. There's two main personas who use the Autodesk account. First one is administrators. They're the main audience, so they have most capabilities in Autodesk account. The second one is users. So they'll just use the account to download products and get updates for the software. So the customer benefits for the account. The first one is greater access. Which means as an administrator, you're able to enjoy access to the latest innovations and tools, technologies, and services to fit your needs. Secondly, you have flexible control, which help you better manage your users and your costs by providing access to the right products and updates when your team needs them. Lastly, you learn valuable insights through evaluating and analyzing product usage, spending, and productivity with an easy-to-use reporting tools. So the first step is to sign in using your Autodesk ID, which is usually just your email address and then your password, which we usually use set up when you create your account. If you are a new purchaser of software, you'll get an email to set up your account first. If you're a user that your administrator has assigned to you, you'll also get an email to set that up. Once you're in, there's two sections. So we've got profile and management. Under profile, so you can edit your personal information like your name, short bio about yourself, and you can also put details about where you work and that kind of stuff as well. We can edit our security settings, so you can change your username, you can change your password. You can also set up two-step verification, so a code that will need to be put in every 30 days when you log in to keep your account information a bit safer. Lastly, you can adjust your language and communication preferences, like whether or not you want to receive Autodesk marketing material. Cool, so what can you do as an admin in the Autodesk account? So this is now to the management section. There's four main sections in here. So on the left-hand side, you should see products and services, user management, billing and orders, and reporting. So first one I'm going to have a look at today is products and services. So you can access any of your purchased products or products you've been assigned to in your products and services page. If you're an administrator, you'll be able to see how many seats you've purchased, whether you've purchased a subscription or maintenance plan, if you have single user or multi-user access. In there as well, you'll be able to filter by license type, by version, by platform, or by language. Or if you've got a lot of products, you can also use the magnifying glass to search through and find what you need. Product details give you a more thorough picture of what you purchased. So you should be able to see in here the versions you have access to. If you've got serialized licenses still, you'll be able to see serial numbers, what platforms they're available for, and so on. Here's where you can access your downloads. You can see what different versions you have available, again on the platforms, and you can change language, etc. And then on the next tab, you can see what serials you have for each serial numbers for each version as well. Usually for the newer versions, you just need to sign in, but some older licenses and older versions, you'll need to put serial numbers in. And the last tab is just where you can access updates and add-ons for your software as well. So in here as well, we can also set the default download method. So by clicking that settings button up the top next to the magnifying glass, you bring up this window. So there's 3 different options of how you can download your software. There's the install now, which will be the default. There's download now and browser download. So with install now, it's usually the most common one used. The big thing for this is just to remember, you have to do it all in one sitting. So you can't start the download, shut your laptop down once it finishes downloading and then install it later. It will corrupt it. So you have to be able to download it and install it in one sitting. If you want to download it but then install it later, you can either use download now or browser download. If you use download now, it will go through the Autodesk Download Manager. If you use browser download, it will just download in your web browser. So I most commonly use download now and then save it and install it that way. It usually avoids it being corrupted. It's probably one of the most common things that happens with the installation issues. Once you have downloaded it and installed it, you'll come to this screen. Depending on how you purchase your product is how you will activate it. So if you've got a single user subscription purchased recently, you'll usually just click single user and sign into the software. If you purchased it a while ago or have an older version, you may need to enter a serial number. Just to note, most licenses should be all bio-signed very soon. There won't be many licenses left that are still serialized, but there is still the odd one left. And then if you're using a multi-user license, you click the multi-user panel, and it'll take you into service server and stuff. The other part here is you can also get notifications about things like your payments, your expiration date, and things like new features available as well. So doing those sorts of things there. Under products and services, you can also access product updates here. So there's a sub-tab that says product updates. We'll give you a quick description of what the update is, what options to choose to either ignore or download the update. So you have sort of control over whether you want to update it or not. You'll also be able to access that through the Autodesk desktop app, which usually installs when you download any of the products, the newer versions. And you can either choose to auto update in there as well, or just have it notify you when you want to update them. The last part in the products and services is trials. So for an admin, you'll be able to see any trials that your users are testing. They can trial them for 30 days. So you can keep track of what your users are using and be able to see whether you need to purchase additional products or so forth. Cool, so we move on to the next section, which is users. There's 2 sections to this. There's the new view and there's classic view. All of your non-serialized licenses will appear in the new view, and serialized licenses will appear in classic view. Very soon, all of the license should be in the new view. There won't be licenses that are still non-serialized, except for, let's say, probably maintenance plans. Other than that, everything else should go to the new view. So in the new view, your users will look something like this. In here, you'll be able to have the ability to add seats to your auto renewing subscriptions, manage your renewals and aligning your payment dates as well. You'll be able to see the role of the user, whether they're a primary admin, a secondary admin, or user. The status of the user, active, which will appear once they accept the email that you've given access to a product, and pending, which will appear before they've accepted that email. And then you'll also be able to see each user's product access, which informs you of whether they have access to support and whether they have cloud services on. So you can also add and delete users really simply by clicking at the top here, this little button here. That will bring you to this screen where you can add users either singularly or as a bulk. All you will do is put in their first name, comma, their second name, comma, and then their email, and then separate them with a semicolon. You can add as many users at once as you want. I think it would be up to 50 or something like that. And then quite simply, to delete the user, all you do is click the bin on their name. So you can change a user's role and access by clicking on their name in your account and select which role you want them to play. A primary admin has all the capabilities possible, so this person will be the contract manager on the account. Secondary admin can download products, they can view usage, they can get support, and they can also give access to users, so they will also have access to user management. And then just a user will be able to download products that they're given access to and view their usage, but they won't be able to manage your users. So it's usually good to assign a secondary admin so that, say you're not in the office, someone else can access the user management if they need to without having to have access to your account. So you can change your users' access to products through this tab or through the by product view. So there's two views, there's by user and by product. You can decide what's better for you and what's easier. So the first one we'll look at is by just by user. So if you click into the user, you'll be able to see what services they have assigned. You assign them additional cloud services just by checking any box that is required. You notice that the support is always automatic with the new view. So you can also add users to products by product view. And in this view, you should see the product, how many seats are available, what comes included when you do assign it. And all you need to do is type in their name and email, and it will assign them to the product to the user. And you can also customize their cloud services as well. By default, it will come with all included services, but if you click customize, it will allow you to uncheck what you normally give them. So yeah, as an admin, you can pick and choose which one is best for you. It just depends on what you want to see or you want to manage it. So the next sort of part is the classic view of user management. So this is where you'll find all of your serialized licenses. So any licenses that you purchased through an Autodesk partner in the past, it's probably in the past prior to a year ago. Any licenses you purchased recently as in subscriptions, they should be non-serialized. But yeah, any older licenses or maintenance plans will still be in this classic view. So in here, yeah, you'll see all of your users, something like this. You have to edit their access, you can delete a user in here, see what products and services are assigned to them and what benefits are assigned to them. You can filter by services, products, benefits, contract, or roles. You have flexible control over how you want to add users to products, either one by one, or you can select so, or you can do it in bulk. Pretty much the same as how you did it in the new view, just by putting their name, their last name, and then their email with the arrows on each side of it. You can assign users products, services, and benefits by clicking on the user as well. Single user access types require admins to assign desktop access to the user, products and services, as well as benefits. For multi-user licenses, you won't have to assign the users desktop access, but you can assign them added benefits such as support. And all you need to do is uncheck or check the boxes to assign and unassign the users. Like so. So if you click on the user's name to access details about them, you should be able to see what products they're assigned to, how many benefits they're assigned to, an email and role. You'll notice it will say software coordinator or end user. Software coordinator is the same as a secondary admin, and end user is the same as a user. Similar to how we delete a user in the new view, all we do is click the X in this one and say how you sure you'd like to remove this user. We can free up the CPU usage, or if someone leaves the company, we can take them off our system so that they don't have access to any of our products anymore. Cool, so that's user management. The next section is billing and orders. What you see in this section will depend on how you purchase your subscriptions. If you purchase them from the Autodesk Store, you'll be able to see a lot more. Or if you just purchase them through an Autodesk partner, all you'll be able to see is your contract information. So if you purchase through the e-store, you can manage pretty much everything about your subscriptions. So you can manage your upcoming payments, you'll be able to see your products organized by billing date, the type of subscription, whether it's monthly, annual, or a 3-year term, and your payments per product as well. You can align payment dates to one billing date to ease the pain of receiving multiple email receipts and having to pay for subscriptions on separate dates. And you can also add seats from within your account, edit your payment method, and update your billing information as necessary. The added seat will also be prorated for your convenience to line up with your existing ones, so that again it's all in the same place and you're not having things all over the place and renewing at different times. For auto-renewing subscriptions, you will also be able to manage those. So you can adjust the number of seats. So say next month you have some extra staff starting, you can increase the number of seats, or you can decrease it if you've got some people left. And then also it won't take effect until your next renewal date. So say for this example, it renews on January 10, 2018. If you do it on the 20th of December, 2017, it won't take effect until that next renewal date at the end of the month. You'll also be able to review all of your past orders, receipts, be able to keep track of your payments in there as well. And then for Autodesk partner purchases, so if you purchase through a reseller, you'll see something like this where it just has all of your contracts. You'll be able to see details about them, so when they expire, when they started. You can also track your cloud credit usage in here too. So the last section is reporting. In here, there's 3 different things we can do. We can view our seat usage, we can view our cloud services usage, and we can also view our cloud services usage by user. So under seat usage, you'll see something like this, where we have your total users, your products used, your total seats, and then also a graph of how many users per product you have. So it sort of keeps a lot of insights into how your product's being used and how your team uses the software. It can also help you improve what you're using, and so on and so forth. Next part is the cloud services usage. So you can track your cloud credit usage. You can share cloud credits, gain insight from collaborative usage. In here as well, we can also purchase more cloud credits. So you can purchase more to distribute to other people or for yourself as well. So that pretty much concludes the presentation for today. If you need any more information, you can go to the Autodesk Knowledge Network, which is knowledge.autodesk.com, and search for Autodesk Account. There'll be a heap of information in there. And the other one as well is the Quick Start Guide. So if you go to autodesk.com/account-get-started, you'll also be able to find a heap more information in there. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Again, my name is Alex Butcher from Advanced Spatial Technologies. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or post in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.